Okay, so this is what I got so far, even though it looks like a mess here in my garage, but it'll be nice and neatened up when it gets to the event. So I've decided to bring John's old picture with a light on it that people can come over and go, "Ah, John," or else they can go, "Who the hell is this guy?" Uh, and I will say that's Moses with the tablets. Um, then we come over here and we have these things called there's a firelight which kind of flickers. And there's this thing which I thought was kind of cool, which I picked up at Home Depot tonight, which is this sort of a strobe changing colors. And the reason for that is it gives a little bit of an illumination, a cool looking illumination to John's pod. It's not as bright as it looks because the camera makes it look brighter. But this is in my garage with all the lights out, and the door is closed because there's a big blazing light outside my garage door, so it's completely dark in here. And anyway, so this would be what's facing the audience, the dancers. There will be a sub sitting in a chair with John's pod with two speakers. And then there's these computer speakers, which I added last year, which are actually really loud, and it has an associated subwoofer. So the mid-range and the top end is really loud from these two things, and it's got its associated woofer. And then there's the mixer, there's the laptop, and there's the second sub, which I added last year, which was almost too much. I had to crank it way down, and there's the generator, which won't be there. It'll be off to the side. And then you can see my work lights. I needed some sort of work light. There's also reflection off the wall, which won't be there at the event, which gives a little bit of a false impression of what the lighting is actually like, but you can get an idea. But I needed my work lights just so I can see what the hell I'm doing. And then you come over here, and we have now added the computer, which, as you can see, has the complete set list, and all those green marks are all the different songs, and they can be changed around. The transitions can be changed, and you can see the metering, and that's consistently at about 25 watts. I ran a test tonight and determined what each thing outputs. And then we have the mixer, which, I will jump up and down and make it look like I'm actually doing something, but it has ports for the laptop output and a phone and a second phone. I will be using headphones this year. I'll have a pair of headphones on one of the phones and the laptop, so that I can do the DJ thing and listen listen in cue to what's going on while I'm playing the other source. So that's the mixer, and of course here is John's groovy pod with the groovy flashing light that is actually his. I managed to salvage it. It was broken, and I put it back together, and it works. So like that there. And this is the holder for the phone, but the phone is in my hands, so I'm not doing that. This is the volume control for the computer speakers. That's the volume control for the pod. And that's the friggin' 400 watt amp that he decided to use, which is freaking crazy, but he did it anyway. That's the way this all goes, and this will be me going, I'm not doing anything, but I'm a DJ, so I have to make it look like I'm doing something. Twist, twist, knob, twist, twist, knob. Look at the knobs out in the audience. I mean, Anyway, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it, but I pretty much have everything set up. The only thing that I don't really have nailed down right now is the set list. But Andy, you will have to hobnob with me and tell me what you think. We'll be waiting for requests, but if there's like 80 requests, I'll take 5. I'll take the best 5 and do that. But And in my text along with this, I'll let you know what the wattage is of each individual piece. I think the thing that took up the most was the believe it or not, the pod. So because I what I have to do is to determine what how much gets split between each generator, so it's fairly balanced. Because I don't want like 100 watts on one and 10 watts on the other. So anyway, I kind of had a good time putting this all together. So it gave me something to do while I was chemoing out at 102 degrees. Anyway, but I feel pretty good right now. Things are looking up. So like that there, and maybe we can do Switzer. If we do Switzer, man, I'm telling you, I hope that we can get Peggy to start it at like 11, so that we're not hitting it at prime heat of 2 in the afternoon. But I know her. It's like, I want to start at 2. John started a lot of his hikes at 11, and people don't realize that. And everybody wants to start at 1, but John would sometimes start his hikes at 10, but people want to do what they want to do. Anyway, maybe you and Eric can back me up on that and say, oh no, we have to start at 11. But Peggy is very steel-minded. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll talk soon, and hopefully I'll get the cart and I can pick up his Eric's generator, and we can have all that taken care of, and then all I ever have to worry about is the playlist. All right, have a very good day.